Hi, everyone. Welcome home to the Bugle Boy, and thanks for joining us. We have another wonderful evening of music in store for you tonight. It is very possible, with streaming from 6 different homes, that we could experience some technical difficulties. So if you see this, just bear with us, and we will do our best to quickly fix the issue. During the show, I want to encourage you to say hello in the chat room and let us know where you are tuning in from so we can give you a shout out at the break. We are streaming to 3 different platforms. If you're watching from our website at thebugleboy.org/webcast, both the video player and the chat room will work on your mobile devices. Facebook should be the same, but if you want to chat with YouTube, you must have or sign up for a Gmail email address. And finding the chat on a mobile device on YouTube may prove to be a little tricky. Now, let's step inside and see what the staff is up to. And like every night, I believe Pat is here to greet us at the door. Hey, Pat.
Hey, Lane. And folks, we've got a really great show for you tonight. Still Wilson has gone all out to put together a wonderful new show for us. And by the way, Lane, you probably need to come inside and quit waving down cars. You know we can't let people come in with us tonight.
All right.
So I'll see
do that.
you when you get inside. So let's check with Joni and see what's going on her way. Here's Joni.
Hey guys, welcome. We have a great show tonight. Come say hi in the chat room and let me know where you are and let me know what your name is. Thanks. Let's go check in with Heather.
Hi, everyone. As Joni said, we're monitoring chat rooms. She's in YouTube and Facebook, and I am on the website. So I hope you'll say hi to us. And let's throw it now to John.
Hey, it's John. Guy. I will be here pushing buttons and stuff, and I'm glad to be here. And my mic's popping a little bit, but with it. We'll see what's going on with Lane.
I hear there's dust mites living in microphones these days, so might check that out, John. You guys, I am thrilled to be here tonight and have all my staff and crew back together. But we so miss our volunteers and our patrons, seeing you guys in person. We know it's not the same, but thankfully we have technology at our tailwind, allowing us to share the music we all so much enjoy. So thank you for joining us and for inviting us into your homes. Tonight, we host Still Wilson. Many of you know him as Woody Russell, and we will address that question shortly. Regardless of name, he has been performing at the Bugle Boy for more than 15 years and is the recipient of our 2013 Talent Trust Award. If you have followed his art, he is a man of his music and muse. He defies genre labeling and always seeks to express his music without boundaries, allowing for limitless musical endeavors. Now to the name of Still Wilson. In a recent interview, I asked him, for all of your Bugle Boy fans, I have to state the obvious, that many know you as Woody Russell. Can you tell us about Still Wilson and the musical projects you've been working on? Roll the tape, John.
So I adopted the name Woody Russell around 1995, attached to a new recording project I was working on at the time, a sort of identity of a solo recording, and a way to title that and differentiate that from the band I'd been in. It just sort of stuck. It stuck for decades, really. Still Wilson is essentially born out of the same desire to differentiate new music and new work from the past. Woody Russell became something that felt like sort of these self-imposed barriers and limits to how I thought about my art. I really needed to break away from that, a paradigm shift between what was and what is now. I have yet another project that's in the works as well. It's a lot more fun to push forward towards the future with new concepts and not stay so rigidly attached to the past.
And Still Wilson has promised us a night of new songs, old songs, and a dose of guitar geekery. Let's knock on his studio door, shall we? There he is.
Hello, hello.
There he is.
Good to
We
be
are
with you.
Hey, we're so excited to be hosting you tonight.
Great to be with y'all. Thank you.
All right, and you're. I think you're in the comforts of your own home studio.
I am in Green Shoe Studio. All of it.
Excellent.
All of it.
Well, thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Still Wilson to the stage.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
I hope everyone is well. This is sort of a new experience for me, so I send you my love through this little camera and through the Bugle Boy technical crew there. And we'll just make some music and see what happens. Dark skies, heavy clouds building in my head, an old ghost lingering on too near. Oh, to be cut free from the burdens of second guessing, a rare one, a lucky dog chasing his tail in his own atmosphere. Na na na, it's a delicate framework, alright. The deep mystery of the innermost art. It's architecture built to keep out the enemy, while inside, that's where the saboteur starts. Come on, love, do it, yeah. Storm my gate and burn right through it, oh baby. Come on, love, declare your victory. Na 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 na. Oh yes, well, come on, love, declare your victory. All right, boyish girls, a table over arm wrestle and strut. It's a cafe on a rainy day, hot coffee in a paper cup, yeah. It's too bad I'm too broke for that fake Van Gogh in the second-hand store window. But I did buy some sunflowers, trying to cheer myself up. Nah, 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 nah. It's a delicate framework, alright. The deep mystery of the innermost art. It's architecture built to keep out the enemy, while inside, that's where the sabotage starts. Come on, love, do it, yeah. Storm my gate and burn right through it, oh baby. Come on, love, declare your victory. La 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 la. Oh yes, well come on, love, declare your victory. All right, well come on, love, declare your victory. Yeah, yeah. Insert the piano solo right here now. Here we go. It's a delicate framework, the deep mystery of innermost art. It's architecture built to keep out the enemy, but inside, that's where the sabotage truly starts. Come on, love, do it. Storm my gate and burn right through it. Come on, love, declare your victory. Da 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 da. Oh yes, come on, love, declare your victory. Oh yes, oh come on, love, declare your victory. Oh yes, oh come on, love, declare your victory. Yeah, yeah. All right, well come on, love, declare your victory. Thank you, thank you. On to something brand new, or fairly new anyway. This is a little reminder to pay attention to the beautiful side. So easy in these times to forget about that and to look at what's difficult, what's wrong, what's troubling. This one's called Stay Open to the Wonder. This world can make you bitter if you let it, but don't you let it. It doesn't have to. Pain is gonna test you, and struggle it will test you. Fear and doubt will too. No, not one thin dime can buy more time, or a bird's song, or a sunrise. So before you go trading your soul for a handful of gold, you better think twice. But the current that'll pull you under, so try to stay open to the wonder. Mighty money can fool you, but you can't take it with you, even if you chase it every day. And sorrow is not your mother, trouble ain't your father, closing your heart ain't the way. No, not one thin dime can buy more time, or a bird's song, or a sunrise. So before you go trading your soul for a handful of gold, you might think twice. There's a current waiting to pull you under. Try to stay open to the wonder. Boom, da 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 da. Current waiting to pull you wonder. So try to stay open to the wonder. Aye, 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 aye. Just try to stay open to the wonder. All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, hey, oh. Let's see. Move on to some more new stuff here. Get electric. Also part of the new Still Wilson material. If you haven't checked it out, I encourage you to do so, of course. It's called Walking Each Other Home. Well, I've heard it said we're walking each other home, from cradle to grave. We're walking each other home. And rough seas may have blown you off course. You may have been thrown from your horse, wandering the deep, dark and gone. But I'll be your torch until dawn, from cradle to grave. We are just walking each other home. Blessings to those, the rare and one of a kind. Blessings to those, the blind leading the blind. And if you were the dirtiest rag in the room, I'd be your dustpan and broom. And if I were nearly beyond repair, would you straighten my collar and comb my hair, from cradle to grave? We are just walking each other home. Walk with me now. and rough seas may have blown you off course. You may have been thrown from your horse, wandering the deep, dark and gone. Well, I'll be your torch until dawn, from cradle to grave. We are just walking each other home. Just walking each other home. Thank you. Got my little band in a box down here. As you might have heard. So you'll be hearing some of that looping technique tonight. So yeah, kind of sticking with the new material for a bit here. Just thinking back, just turned 54 years old the other day, and well, a couple weeks ago now. 54 in 2 weeks now. And realizing that I've been playing guitar for nearly 50 of those 54 years, at least making music in some way or another, and recording it, and just being enamored with sound. And so it's a wonderful thing to still have some old friends with me. A lot of people ask me about this particular instrument because it's kind of a strange looking beast, but it's a guitar that my wife bought me. Well, she was my fiance at the time, actually, just before we got married, and she gifted me with this one-of-a-kind hand-built thing. I'd been pining over these, what they're called, Res Electrics, and one of my favorite artists, Bruce Coburn, plays one, and so I was really enamored with his sound, as well as Mark Knopfler's metal-bodied resonator dobro sound on songs like Romeo and Juliet and whatnot, but Bruce Coburn played the solid body version. So anyway, I was really smitten by these instruments, and I found this one on eBay or something, and it's built by a guy in Arizona, and it's the only one of its kind, and it's been with me for a long time now. So it's a wonderful old friend to take with me through my life. But yeah, as I was thinking about how long I've been doing this, and thinking about these friends of mine that are six-stringed instruments and what they mean to me, it really struck me the other day how long it's been, and how much I've got from them, especially in these times when we're all locked down and kind of hunkered down. It's like these are some friends I turn to, you know. So anyway, here's another new song, a newish song. This is called "The Art of Longing," and I am likely to drift off into some more guitar stuff in this one too. So I think the night is going to be full of that. The art of longing. The muted tones of goodbye. It's the fine details and the shifting light that catch my eye. Oh yeah. The art of longing. I know it quite well. It's in the eyes and written on your face, an image of that timeless spell. And every setback, another brushstroke, every heartbreak, another color, every dark tint of lonely night, balanced only by splashes of light, light from the radiant joy of new love, and only by embracing the many ways of belonging do we come to know the art of longing. The melancholy hues, it's the art of longing. The portrait of the blues, it's the art of longing. It's the art of longing. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. Trying to keep all these technical things together here. Hope you're doing well wherever you are in the world. Let's see. Changing up. Oh, man. On to some more newish stuff. I guess it's not all that new. Have a little coffee, a little iced coffee with you. So welcome to my studio. This is what I call Green Shoe Studios. I don't know if you can see over there behind me. Probably not. Where would it be? He's right here. Some lovely green shoes from my dear friend up in Chicago sent me. And so blessings to Chicago. If you're tuned in tonight, good to have you along, brother. Good to have all of you along. I have to admit, this is a very strange experience, and I don't mean to run that into the ground here, but it's just it's been a difficult time not playing music in the presence of people. And so it is what it is, and I just thank the Bugle Boy and everybody that's behind the scenes making this happen in this very fishbowl-like way here. It's what we have, and it's what we're going to work with. And I'm likely to play a lot of guitar tonight. That's kind of what I've been doing, and recording a lot of new music, and another project altogether. But this tune I've been playing for a while. Wrote it quite some time ago. Never recorded it, but I probably should. It's called Watch It Run. Let's see what happens here. I hope you can hear me okay. I have no idea what it sounds like out there. I know John's doing a great job back at his studio, but we're working with what we got. I'm also having to rearrange a few things tonight. You play them solo, they take on their own little life. So they may not sound like the recording does, that's for sure. Hopefully they'll sound like something else that's inspired. We give and we take. We cherish, we make a big mistake. Sometimes we win, sometimes we lose. You put your heart into it now, but you don't get to choose. When it's all said and done, You just watch it run. You watch it run. You just watch it run. Oh yeah. We cherish and we forget. One hand holds pride, the other regret. Sometimes you're nobody's business now. Sometimes you're front page news. You put your heart in the race, place your bets, win or lose. But when it's all said and done, you just watch it run. You just watch it run now. You just watch it run. Watch it run. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Watch it run. Sometimes we win, oh yeah, and sometimes we lose. You put your heart in the race, place your bets, win or lose. But when it's all said and done, you just watch it run. Ooh, you just watch it run, yeah, yeah, yeah. You just watch it run. Ooh, you just watch it run, nah, nah. Ooh, you just watch it run, yeah. Just watch it run, watch it run. How you just watch it run, yes, just watch it run, yeah, You just watch it run. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Well, I think I'm going to jump on to the last song of the first set here. This is probably a familiar tune if you've been following me for any time. Yes, it is. Hang on. This is a song I recorded, 2015 or so. Came out on the Carried Up album in 2016. And I've been playing it ever since, of course. Song about an older man's conscience and a much younger woman's touch. Called Last Time, Savannah. Let's see. Let's go this way. There she goes, looking at you like that. 20 years difference. Don't encourage, don't let her. There she goes, talking to you like that, putting thoughts in your head so you can't forget her. No, no, oh, you won't forget her, no. There she goes, yeah, touching you like that, that ring on her finger. Oh man, you should know better. It's the last time, Savannah. Got to be the last time, Savannah. Must be the last time, Savannah. You make a ruin of me. Yeah. She says you're not like other men she's known. So sophisticated, you seem to have it all. Yeah. How could you have it all? You know you got little in common to talk about. She brings up the future, and you just start. Oh, you just a star. Desire is gonna play you for a fool, brother. Her man at home is catching on, and this house of cards will fall in. It's the last time, Savannah. It's got to be the last time, Savannah. Oh, must be the last time, Savannah. Oh, she gonna make a ruin of me now. She gonna make a ruin of me now. Now you've got two grown kids, not much younger than she is, and your ex-wife tells your friends that you're crazy. Oh, you can't confide in this one. She doesn't get where you're coming from. But touch leaves your body numb and your mind a little hazy. Last time, Savannah. It's got to be the last time, Savannah. Must be the last time, Savannah. She's gonna make a ruin of me. It's the last time, Savannah. Na, na, na. Must be the last time, Savannah. Got to be the last time, Savannah. She gonna make a ruin of me, yeah, yeah. Say, well, now she'll make a ruin of me. I know she will. She'll make a ruin of me. Yes, I know she will now. She'll make a ruin of me. No, no. It's the last time, Savannah.
Thanks very much. See you in a little bit. Thank you.
Still Wilson, what a great first set. And we so look forward to the next set. You doing okay there in Green Shoe Studio?
Yep, yes.
We're going to let you take a well-deserved short, brief break, and
right.
We'll see you on the other side.
Okay, we'll see you in a bit.
Okay. All right. I'd like to take this time to again thank you all for tuning in. And though this show is free to watch, if you do have the means, we would like to encourage you to support this broadcast. We named our live streams the We Can Do It series because even though the venue is closed during COVID, we can watch and hear live music. We can connect with one another. We can support our musicians through shows like this, and we can keep the Bugle Boy going. We have just launched our yearly fundraising campaign. Aren't you thrilled? It's in an effort. Every fall we do this to raise money to support our next year, whatever that may look like. Anyway, literally, it is to save our small but mighty stage this year. With your help, we can move into our 17th season with a secure financial future to be able to resume our live concerts and our music-based community outreach programs. With that said, whether or not you choose to make a donation in support of tonight's show in combination with a general contribution to the Bugle Boy Foundation, please be sure to indicate the performer's name, tonight is Still Wilson, along with your intended ticket support amount in the webcast-only donations comment box. I know this is a bit much, but I have an example for you. If you want, for example, to donate $200, and you want 50 to go to tonight's performer, just enter $200 in the amount box and type Still Wilson 50 in the webcast only comment box. In this example, the donor also selected to pay the 3% credit card fees, making their total donation $206. It is very important that you write in the intended ticket amount for the performer, because we only have one donation form, so we don't want to get any of that mixed up. And we will fairly attribute that to the artist, and that's what we're here really to do tonight, is compensate the artist fairly. So if you can support tonight's show, either text the word Bugle to 24365. It'll send you a link to donate, and I think Joni has put a donation link up in the chat room for YouTube and Facebook viewers. And Heather is there is a donate button on our webpage if you're watching from there. It's just at the top, so it's real convenient for you. Again, this show is free to watch, and we are only encouraging donations if your wallet has no complaints. Before we hand it off to Joni and Heather to learn who's in the chat room, let's briefly check in with Pat. Pat, you got anything for us?
Yes, when Woody did that wonderful new song of his, Lane, titled Walking Each Other Home, I noticed a couple of ladies that teared up, and I was about to myself, so I could understand that. And at the end of the song, they looked adoringly at their husbands, who happened to look back at them like, what? I thought, wow. Come on, guys. Anyway, it's a beautiful first set. I love all of the new songs that Still Wilson's doing. So let's check with Joni and see what's going on in the chat room.
Hey guys, we've got Steve and Diane watching from Nashville. We've got Phil and Harriet in Bryan, Texas. We've got Sherry in Upton. We've got Selena and Katie in Austin. And we've got Tony in Fayetteville. Let's check in with Heather.
Hi, and I've got Doc in Indiana, Willie in Bucksport, Maine, Paul and Christy in Katy, Mary Lou also in Katy. We have Carol in Southern California and Bluto in Washington State. So we are coast to coast. And I wanted to tell everybody that I've been privileged to work with Woody for many years in our youth programs. What began as our blues harmonica clinic with harmonicas for each student became Blues School, which introduced the blues genre to students in our rural Title I schools and fostered creative courage. One of the most memorable moments for me, at least, was when Woody asked for volunteers to come up and sing. An extremely shy special needs student made her way to the microphone and began softly singing a song. As she sang, her confidence grew until all the students in the theater were on their feet applauding as she belted out the song. It was awesome. Woody's also been a popular facilitator for our Soldier Songs workshop since its inception. The veterans enjoy when he hosts and comment about the guitar tricks that they learned from him. So we want to thank Woody for all he's done to support the Bugle Boys outreach programs.
My pleasure. Enjoying that very much. You know, those are powerful experiences. Yeah, and they're, one being with children, the other being with, grown veteran men.
and it's uniquely similar in that people are kind of coming out of their shells, through the medium of music, or at least the experience of music, and being able to share things they might not otherwise get around to expressing, or might have a tough time expressing. So they're both similar in that capacity, and also very, very different and very different approaches, but super rewarding for me, of course, because I take as much away from it as they do, I'm sure, or more.
Yeah, well, we truly thank you for that. And without waiting a moment longer, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back Steele Wilson.
Oh, thank you. Put these down. All right. Let's see. I'm going to play another new one here, and I've already got this one looped, so I'm going to just kick on this loop and go with it. I think you might know this one. It was the first tune launched. It's called Lovely Mess. Seems like we're always in one of those at some point or another in our lives. If you need to find me, I'll be at my grinding stone. That's where I make a little something for my own. I can't say I really mind that each day's a bit the same. Just wanna leave a good mark on my name. Sure, I've laid all my cards out on the table, and I'm neck deep, but ready and able. We're all in it, yes, you're in it too. And if I'm honest, I really must confess, I find the whole affair to be a lovely mess. It's a lovely mess now. Normally have a little trumpet here. Something like that, I don't know. John Spears played a beautiful trumpet on this track. Each and every day, I got to muscle up behind the plow. I got mouths I need to feed, you know, some way, somehow. I'm no man's judge, no man's jury, and I harbor no blame, no, I harbor no fury. But it's plain to see there's too many kings and too many thrones with hearts turning to stone. We're all in it. Yes, you're in it too. And if I'm straight up honest, I really should confess, I find this whole affair to be a lovely mess. It's a lovely mess now. A lovely mess now. A lovely mess now. A lovely mess now. Thank you, thank you. All right. Thank you, band. They are tight. Wow. I hire only the best there. Let's see. Kind of going back to the Carry It Up album for this next one here. Something a little groovy. Yeah. Something a little groovy. Let's see. Yeah, we'll do it here. Well, no. Let me change guitars, because I can. Because it's my studio, and I can do whatever I want. So yeah, speaking of studios, I've been one of those guys that's been fortunate enough to accidentally stumble into it when I was much younger. And recording technology today has become this incredible platform, like all technologies. There's so much available to you now that I can make records I never dreamed of making when I first started. So back when I first started recording music, I had two of those little desktop cassette machines that you would dictate into. And I would play guitar on one, and then I would put it inside a box and turn up the volume, and then I would put another one really close to it, and it would kind of muted play back that track, and then I would record the two. I would play to that one, then I'd put that cassette tape that had the two tracks on it back in the original one, and keep doing that over and over until it completely sounded like shit by the end of the song. So I learned pretty early on how to multi-track, but it was not a pretty thing. And then somewhere in the 80s, a company called Tascam devised a little 4-track cassette recorder, so you could record 4 tracks right on this box, and it had a little mixer on it, and it was very cool. So then that was kind of the foray into a proper studio. Not really. I, of course, have recorded music in professional recording studios, some really, really beautiful places, actually. But I was thinking about that recently too, of how long I've been sitting at a desk, mixing and recording my own music, which goes back to as far back as I can remember, really. And I think about in times like right now, what it would be like to not be able to do that. It would be devastating, actually, because I can really crawl inside that world of recorded music and live in there and create work and art that is expansive, far beyond what the confines of this room actually represent. So it's an amazing thing, and I'm so thankful that I just happened to want to mess with it early on. Anyway, blah blah blah. Part of what I'm doing on the floor here with this little pedal is recording my guitar playing and then looping that, what's called looping. So it's basically just a recording, and it plays back to me, and then I play to it. So I'm sure you knew that because you're all very smart people. Let's see. This is, where was I? This is this song. If you don't like the pillows on my bed, take your rest in another room. If you don't like the dirt in my garden, you'd better find someplace else to bloom. And let's be done with all this hurting. Let's be done with the sorry eyes. Let's be done with the never certain. Let's be done, oh yes, with the one more tries. And with who's left holding a smoking gun, let's be done. Oh, let's be done, yeah, let's be done. If you don't like the view from my window now, you better look elsewhere for what you need. If you can't sense the fire in my veins, darling, you'd better find someone else to bleed. And let's be done with all this hurting. Let's be done with the sorry eyes. Let's be done with the never certain. Let's be done, let's be done with the one more tries. And with who's left holding a smoking gun, let's be done. No, no, no. Let's be done, let's be done. Let's be done, yeah, 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 yeah. Let's be done. let's be done with all this hurting. Let's be done with the sorry eyes, and let's be done now. With the never certain, let's be done with the one more try. Now let's be done. Oh, let's be done. No, let's be done. Oh, yeah, let's be done. No. Ooh, with who's left on the smoking gun. Let's be done. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right. Well, I hope you're having a fine time out there, wherever you are. Great to have so many of you along. I know I'm getting some texts popping up here and there, so thanks for hanging in there with me. I'm going to go back to some stuff that's way back. Play some blues for you. Blues is a big part of my history for sure. It's kind of a big part of all of our history, actually, and brother to jazz, which is another favorite of mine. But the blues is, you know, as Carlos Santana said, it's a soup with the bones still in it. So yeah, this one's from the album Up Against It. It goes like this. Bring the band. Here we go. Get the bass player in. Hate to see it go, baby, but you've got to leave for them things you've done. You run that old game on me, honey. Now once was a sucker for that game you're on, but not anymore, no. Now I'm busting to make our ends meet, and you're out playing with some other heart and soul. I changed the locks, took your things to Goodwill, 'cause that's just the way my wheels roll. Yes, that's just the way my wheels roll. Gonna let them roll right now, now, now. That's the way they roll, yes. Well, you throw your arms up and you cry foul. You should take the next exit, mama, and pay the toll. It's the end of the line for you and me, darling, 'cause that's just the way my wheels roll. Yes, that's just the way my wheels roll. We're gonna play that B3 organ right here, aren't we now? Gotta just imagine it. That's the way they roll, yes. Yeah. Woo. Okay, loosen the tie. All right. Thank you so much. Do the old switcheroo here. See if I can check the comments. How do I check that? Let me check. How do you check the... Oh, yeah, there we go. Well, thank you, Sherry. Thank you all. Selena, thank you. Awesome. Well, I'm playing one more for you here. One more tune. This has been really fun. It's so different. Of course, I'm playing to a baffle that I have right in front of me that you can't see on the camera, but I at least wanted something to bounce back at me. But I don't know if it's working or not. But it's starting to warm up in here. So yeah, I'm gonna play a song that I wrote quite a while back. Finish the show with a song I wrote quite a while back. Really wrote it as kind of a postcard memory of an experience I had with my dad. And if you've heard this story before, I apologize, you're about to hear it again. But he and I spent most of my life on sort of opposite sides of the same river, if you catch my drift. And at one point, a little bit later in my life, I just felt the need to really build a bridge and meet him halfway there. And best decision I've ever made. One of the best, anyway. Two of the other best are out in the other room of the house here. But so yeah, he took me on a fly fishing trip. He's an avid outdoorsman, and so he lives in Wyoming. He took me on a fly fishing trip. Hi, Dad, if you're watching, love you. And yeah, So for about, I don't know how many days, 6-7 days, we wandered around the the Wind River valleys in Wyoming, in the backcountry, and I watched him cast flies on the water in the evening, and you'll be able to visit that memory in the second verse of this song. But that's where it comes from, and I love playing this one. It also takes me to just a musical place that I really love. I love this kind of groove. I love this kind of vibe, and it's something that I think goes way back just to my experience growing up in Montana, in the nature of Montana, in the great outdoors. My sister just sent me a text earlier this evening, and it's snowing. Quite contrast to what's going on down here in Texas. It's nice and cool tonight, but first snow in Montana this afternoon. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. Been a pleasure to be with you, and the whole Bugle Boy crew, thank you for having me along for this ride. This one is called Lighting the Way, and it'll be the last song of the night. It goes like this. It's a real meditation for me. Motoring up Rutted Mountain Road, that old Jimmy moaning under the strain. We spoke of many things long since past, approaching the topic cautious like a slow-moving train. Approaching the topic cautious like a slow-moving train. Tear in my eye, but I never let on. Your words reaching every dark place in me, like daybreak illuminates the canyon floor. You were lighting the way, setting me free, lighting the way now. Feel you, though it's been a long time coming. I feel you, though it's been a long time coming. I feel you, though it's been a long time coming. You're lighting the way, setting me free. Casting flies on crystal water. You told me, got to use your head to live with your heart. We stood knee deep in snow melt diamonds, chasing rainbows, lighting the way they set us free. Oh, oh yes, lighting the way they set us free. And I feel you, though it's been a long time coming. I feel you, yes, it's been a long time coming. Yes, it has now. I feel you, oh, it's been a long time coming. But you're lighting the way, setting me free. Yes, you're lighting the way, yes, setting me free. Oh, yes, you're lighting the way. Oh, la la la. Oh, Lord. Dum da 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 no no. La da 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 da. it's been a long time coming. I feel you, though it's been a long time coming. I feel you, though it's been a long time coming. You're lighting the way, oh, yes, and setting me free. Yeah. When you're lighting the way, and you're setting me free. Oh, yeah. Oh, you're lighting the way. Oh, you're lighting the way. When you're lighting the way. Oh, you're lighting the way. Oh, you're lighting the way. I see you, I feel you, I know you're there. Yeah. I see you, I feel you, I know you're there, I know you're there. Lighting the way, lighting the way, lighting the way, lighting the way, lighting the way. You're lighting the way. Thank you so much for joining me here. Thanks to the Bugle Boy crew for hosting this show. Be good to learn the words.
Oh, there he goes. He's gone.
Nope. I guess he's gone. Oh,
Okay,
man.
keep clapping. We got
Okay. I wonder if he comes back. All right.
It's blowing back up.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe.
Oh, here he comes.
Oh my
One
God.
more.
Oh, yeah. There we go.
You got one more for us,
I'll
Woody.
get out now. Okay, one more. Let's see. Thank you very kindly. All right. Thank you. And thank you, Bugle Boy crew. I'm not seeing you, but I know you're in that box right there because I've seen your faces a few times. So I wish I could see you all. Sláinte, here's a little Irish whiskey I've been saving for you all night. So, to your health. Gonna finish tonight's program with a little Irish prayer here. Goes like this. Maybe. Does it? for all the money that I've spent. I've spent it in good company. For all the harm that I've done. Alas, it was to none but me. For all I am, for want of wit, for memory now I can't recall. So fill to me the parting glass. Good night and joy be to you all. For all the comrades that I've known, sorry for my going away, and for all the sweethearts that I've loved, who'd wish me one more day to stay. Should it fall unto my lot that I might rise and you might not, I'll gently rise and softly call, good night and joy be to you. Memory now I can recall. Fill to me the parting glass. Good night and joy be to you all. For should I fall to my lot that I might rise and you might not, I'll gently rise and softly call, good night and joy be to you. And joy be to you.
Yeah.
Thanks very much. Thank you.
Thank you again, Still Wilson, for sharing your beautiful,
Thank you.
inspiring
Cheers.
new work with us tonight, and for all of the years of entertaining us at the venue and your work with our veterans and students.
My pleasure.
Thank you from the
My
bottom
pleasure.
of our
Thank you.
hearts. Wow. What a great show. I know it's weird. I know it's so strange to do this. And is this your first live stream?
Well, more or less, I did a Facebook
More or less.
thing once, but it's just, yeah.
Okay.
Strange.
Because I'm going to have John put up an image, because this is how we all feel behind the scenes. We're like hanging on by a thread, because anything could go wrong, and we just have a couple more minutes left. And if it's the fan at this point. We got through it and we heard the music.
Survived.
So thank you,
Thank
Woody.
you.
And I've called you Woody because I love you. I know you by Woody.
It's all right. It's all good.
And do you have that other picture, John? I know it's just so. Heather sent this over, and I just want to share it.
Which
It's
this one?
This one.
Yeah.
Aw,
yeah.
come
Isn't
on.
that
Aw.
precious? When I had straight hair. Okay. But I would like to continue our tradition of getting a end of night group photo, and I know that Joanna and Selena are out there and can take this for us. So what we're gonna do is on the count of 3, we're gonna put on our best internet smile, and they're gonna capture a screenshot and email it to us. That's the best we can do. So 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay, hopefully they had a chance to get.
I didn't hear it click or see a flash, so I don't know.
I didn't either, but that's how things work now.
Right.
So I guess, do you have anything else you want to say, or you want us to just move on through the end of
No,
the
I
night?
just want to thank you guys for doing what you do here. I know that that you are struggling to keep the doors open there too, and this is a tough one. So, yeah. So just thank you for making this happen, and that's all I can say. I love you guys. You know that, though.
We love you too, and I hadn't planned to say this, and every now and then I do share it with folks, but in the very, for those of you not familiar with the Bugle Boy, you might be on here. We're in a really rural area with, I think our town has 5,000 population, so we do get locals come to our shows, typically folks that have driven here or moved here from Houston or Austin area and got them a little piece of the country to retire in, but 70% of the folks drive here. And when we first started, I sat in the back of the room, and we had to teach people what listening experience was all about. They had to come and take a chance or risk to figure it out. And I was really kind of distraught, like, oh my God, is this place going to work in the middle of nowhere? And it dawned on me one night, and it was just like something was lifted off my shoulders, the pressure, and I wished actually, it doesn't matter. I don't remember who played that night. And I sat in the back of the room, and there was a very small audience, maybe 6 or 10 people in the room. And I just realized that connection, that really, really visceral connection that was being formed between the artist and that audience was just so measurable and important that the venue was going to basically become its own persona, and it would find its way and people would support it. And that's what's happened over the years. We started at the collapse of our nonprofit, the collapse of the stock market, and like, how are we going to make this work? And then just, various things have happened over the years. Somebody tried to burn us down, and we had the hurricane situation. We didn't know what people's financial situations would be to support us, but somehow I'm trying to say I have the faith, and I'll just leave it at that. So it's just been amazing, And you've been a huge part of it, Woody,
Oh, thank you.
helping us out and even coming down and helping us put in new stage lights. So thank you so much.
I love that place. I mean, if I could just add that, it's hard to remember, especially if you just don't actively think about it and remind yourself every day. But for me, as an artist, it's hard to remember that people not only just want this for entertainment, but as a whole, they need it, and people need art in their lives. And we forget that as artists, or people maybe that run venues, I don't know, but I know as an artist, you sort of forget that because I'm just trying to create the next thing and, start my new website or fix my old website or manage my mailing list or do my social media and fit all this stuff in. But I mean, the bottom line is that people need these experiences in their lives, and I forget about that. I just sort of have to be reminded. And so kind of coming in and doing this, even as strange as it is for me, because I'm a real in front of an audience kind of performer. So this is very difficult for me, but I have to remember that this is for people who cherish this sort of thing. And I think the Bugle Boy represents exactly what is to be cherished about performing and putting live music in front of an audience, whether it's online right now or hopefully in another, who knows how long, we'll be in front of beating hearts again, so.
Well, we really don't know,
Yeah.
and we're just kind of in the dark, but I'll tell you that running shows like this is far more labor intensive than a live show. It's but it's fun, and if we didn't have this opportunity, this technology to connect with everybody out there, if you're still watching, listening to us babble,
That's what they're here for.
This is the important stuff. What do you
Yeah. They come for the babbling.
But if we didn't have it, we'd be lost because, you are mired into the work and making all the cogs spin during the week, whether it's your email or this or that. But when the music starts, that's when you go, oh yeah, that's why we're here, and that's why we do what we do.
Right.
And it takes all of us. So
Absolutely.
thank you, everybody, so much again. And I want to ask before we're going to bring Pat in to see if she has any comments. And Pat, you're going to need to throw over to Heather tonight. We're skipping Joni. So Pat, do you have any wise wisdom to share in all your 83 years of
my wise wisdom?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I think this is a wonderful thing we're doing. It's the next best thing to having it in person. At least folks recognize us and they know Woody and they're familiar with the look of the room. And I think it really kind of helps with some of the depression maybe that's going on. It gives them a little more reality back to where they felt better. So, yeah, I'm loving what we're doing.
I know, and I'll just interject here. Pat turned 83 very recently. And
You look
she
amazing.
has gone all out to get her green screen that straps onto the back of her chair. She's bought a new computer. She has a new headset. I mean, the woman is all in, and we love her so much.
Indeed.
It's
So,
fun.
Is
all
that
right,
your
Heather.
real hair color?
It was when I had hair that color.
It's gorgeous. Yeah,
After chemotherapy, it came back gray. I was in my 60s already.
I
And so
had no idea you were 83. And I am not trying to kiss up, but I just adore you. You look amazing. Absolutely
baby.
gorgeous.
Woody, I did theater when I was young. So I know how to do makeup and I know how to wear wigs. My daughter always said, who died when she was 30, she had a mouth too. And she always said when mother was young and the earth was cooling, she thought she was a star.
All right, Heather, We're gonna have to wrap this up, sweetie. Do you
Yeah.
have any one else we can recognize out there? in the
Yes, I
audience?
do. Our volunteer Joanna, aka JoJo Lemon, tuned in from Austin, and Wayne is actually tuning in from a bar in Washington State. So thanks for joining us.
No.
And I'd also like to invite everyone to please join us next Saturday, October 24th, when we feature Grace Pettis and David Ramirez. And this is actually going to be an official National Independent Venue Association show. They are the people behind hashtag Save Our Stages. So we hope you'll tune in for
Okay.
that.
Oh wow, Heather stole some of my thunder.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm sorry.
It's
Yeah.
all right. I'll probably repeat it because it's written down for me to say. Okay, Still Wilson, it was our honor hosting you tonight, and again, thank you for sharing both your
My
older
pleasure.
songs and your beautiful new work with us.
Thank
Mhm.
you.
It's been
Thank
a pleasure being with all of you in the audience. Thank you for inviting us into your homes and for your support and contributions. We hope tonight offered you some joy and timely pause. I know for myself, I got totally carried far, far away, especially during the instrumentals, and that was a good place to be. We hope to see you back next Saturday, as Heather said, for Grace Pettis and David Ramirez, which is also being promoted by the Independent Venue Week as part of their efforts to bring awareness to the importance of these venues in the careers of musicians and the economic benefits to our communities, and to help raise money to save these stages across the nation. Hope to see you next Saturday. Good night, everybody.
Ciao.
Good night, everybody.
Ciao.